Hello, English learners from every corner of this amazing globe. Welcome back to the English Academy podcast, the place where learning English isn't just about textbooks. It's about laughs, light bulb moments, and maybe a few silly sounds. I'm your host, Chloe.
And I'm Liam. Oh, Chloe, I have a feeling today's episode is going to be particularly colorful. We're diving into those wonderfully weird and sometimes wildly confusing English expressions that can make you sound like a true native speaker, or, if you get them wrong, the star of a very funny misunderstanding.
Yes, exactly. We've all been there, right? Trying to understand why someone's saying it's raining cats and dogs when there isn't a single soggy poodle in sight. Today, we're demystifying these common idioms and giving you the tools to use them with confidence and perhaps a smirk.
That's right. Get ready to expand your idiomatic vocabulary and perhaps even discover a new favorite quirky phrase. But before we jump into our linguistic playground, let's hear from some of our amazing listeners.
You know, Liam, we get so many fantastic messages, and some of them perfectly set up today's topic. We had a message this week from Anna in Spain who said, I heard someone say break a leg to an actor, and I thought they were being mean. Is English secretly aggressive?
Oh, Anna, that's classic. Don't worry, English isn't usually secretly aggressive. Well, not that aggressive. That's exactly why we're doing this episode. It's all about understanding those hidden meanings.
Absolutely. And then Marco from Italy shared this. My friend told me to spill the beans about my new job, and I actually looked around for something to spill. What does that even mean?
Marco, the image of you looking for a bag of beans right before a job interview is just priceless. We're here to clear up all that confusion and make sure you're not accidentally looking for legumes in serious conversations.
So, Liam, are you ready to expose the truth behind some of these expressions? No, literally. Just explain them.
Uh-oh, I think I hear the idiom illuminator music in my head. Lay it on me, Chloe. I'm ready to unravel some linguistic mysteries.
Our first expression today, something that often confuses new learners, is break a leg.
Break a leg. Oof, that sounds painful. So, Chloe, if someone says this to me, should I call an ambulance or thank them?
Definitely thank them, Liam. Break a leg is actually a way of wishing someone good luck, especially before a performance, a presentation, or any situation where they need to do well. It comes from the theater world, where wishing good luck was considered bad luck, so they said the opposite.
Ah, so it's like a reverse psychology good luck charm. Okay, give me an example. When would I use this?
Imagine your friend is about to go on stage for a big singing competition. You wouldn't say, good luck. You'd give them a big smile and say, break a leg. You're gonna be amazing. Or before a really important job interview, you could tell your friend, break a leg today. I know you'll ace it.
So, if I'm about to record this podcast, Chloe, you should look at me and say, Liam, break a leg.
Exactly. Break a leg, Liam. You're doing great.
See? English is fun when you know the secrets. So everyone, next time someone's about to do something important, tell them to break a leg. They'll either get it, or you'll have a funny story to share with us later.
That's a fantastic start to our idiomatic adventure. Now, Liam, are you ready for our next expression? One that's perfect for gossip or just sharing news.
Bring it on, Chloe. My linguistic curiosity is tingling.
Our second expression for today is spill the beans.
Spill the beans. So we're talking about actual beans here? Like if I drop my grocery bag and kidney beans go everywhere, I've spilled the beans?
Liam, you are too good. While that would certainly be spilling beans, it's not the idiom. To spill the beans means to reveal a secret or to give away information that was supposed to be kept private. It's like accidentally letting something slip.
Ah, so it's not about actual legumes, it's about information gumes. Got it. Can you give us a real-world example? Hopefully one that doesn't involve cleaning up a mess?
Absolutely. Imagine your friends are planning a surprise birthday party for someone, but one friend is really bad at keeping secrets. You might say, PA, please don't spill the beans about the party to Sarah. Or, if someone comes back from a date, you might playfully say, so, how was it? Come on, spill the beans. Tell me everything.
So if Chloe had a secret about a surprise podcast guest and I accidentally mentioned it live on air, I would have just spilled the beans.
You absolutely would have, Liam, and I would have been very upset. But then I'd probably laugh because it's just so you. So everyone, try to think of a time someone spilled the beans to you or when you almost spilled the beans yourself. It's a great, vivid expression. 2 hilarious expressions down. Now, Liam, let's talk about the weather. Because English, of course, has to make even the weather sound ridiculous.
Oh, I know exactly where this is going. My brain is preparing for imaginary animal downpours.
Our third expression is raining cats and dogs.
Raining cats and dogs. So, if I see a furry tail falling from the sky, then I know it's raining cats and dogs because that sounds like a very messy forecast.
It does, doesn't it? Luckily, it simply means it's raining very, very heavily. It's a torrential downpour. A proper storm. No actual animals involved, thankfully. The origin is a bit debated, but it paints a vivid, funny picture.
Phew, my umbrella is relieved. Okay, so when would I use this expression?
Definitely when the weather is extreme. If you look outside and the rain is absolutely pouring, you could exclaim, wow, it's really raining cats and dogs out there. I'm glad I brought my umbrella. Or, we had to cancel the picnic because it started raining cats and dogs just as we were setting up.
So if I'm trying to leave the studio after this recording and I look out the window and see a deluge, I can confidently say, well, it's raining cats and dogs. Looks like I'm stuck here for a bit.
Exactly, and you'll sound incredibly natural while doing it. So next time the sky opens up, don't just say, it's raining hard. Add some color, some flair, some imaginary pets, and say, it's raining cats and dogs.
Wonderful. We've covered BreakALeg, spill the beans, and raining cats and dogs. 3 expressions that will definitely add flavor to your English. But Chloe, how do our listeners remember to use these naturally, not just as funny facts?
That's a fantastic question, Liam. The key is to visualize. When you hear raining cats and dogs, actually picture it. The sillier, the better. Your brain remembers images. Contextualize. Think about real-life situations where you could use them. Write them down in example sentences that relate to your life. Practice playfully. Don't be afraid to try them out, even if it feels a bit awkward at first. Use them with friends, in a language exchange, or even just talking to yourself. The more you use them, the more natural they will become.
Excellent advice. These expressions are like inside jokes that you get to be part of once you understand them. It adds so much fun to your English.
Absolutely. The more you interact with these expressions, the more naturally they will become part of your own language. Don't be afraid to experiment and have fun with them.
And speaking of interacting, we'd love to hear from you. Have you ever had a funny misunderstanding with an English idiom? Which of today's expressions was your favorite? Let us know in the comments below. We love hearing your stories and seeing your progress.
Yes, your feedback and stories are what keep us going and inspire new episodes. We're truly grateful for this global community we're building.
Before we wrap up, Chloe, what's one final piece of encouragement you'd give to someone feeling a bit overwhelmed by all these quirky expressions?
I would say start small. Pick just 1 or 2 expressions you love from today's episode. Focus on understanding them and trying to use them. Language learning is a marathon, not a sprint, and every new expression you master is a huge victory.
Excellent advice. And I'd add that remember that it's okay to laugh at yourself and with English. The more you enjoy the process, the faster and more confidently you'll learn.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you so much for joining us on this fun, hilarious, and very expressive episode of the English Academy podcast. We genuinely hope you feel more confident and inspired to continue your English journey.
We'll be back next week with more engaging content, more essential vocabulary, and of course, more fun. Until then, keep practicing, keep exploring, and keep believing in yourselves.
Bye, everyone. Stay curious.
See you next time.